Hello, welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. We're going to get started in a few minutes. Hi, Lindell. Got a few of you popping on. We have 3 minutes. Hi, Julia. Yes, Jenny, I agree. Hi, how are you? And yes, it's a little crazy right now, but the Lord has us. Not worried. Two more minutes. Hi, Carol. Yay, thank you. She always sprinkles. Hi, Mary. One more minute. Hi, Carol. Thanks, everybody, for stopping in. Yes, that's right, Jenny. One more minute. Okay, it's 7 o'clock here in California. That means it might be 8, 9, or 10 where you are. Most of us have nowhere to go in the morning, so hopefully you can stay up and you're not going to be so tired you can sleep longer in the morning. I just heard that our governor here in California, I don't know if it's nationwide or what, but 65 and over needs to stay inside in the house or at home. You can go outside, but at home. I am 68 years old, so my mom lives with me. She's 92. My husband's 63, so if we need anything, he will go get it for us. But I think we have everything we need. We always buy in bulk, at Costco and stuff on our monthly grocery shopping thingy. So we always have more than enough things. And what I'm worried about now is people I know that, or people that I don't know. I'm wondering about people that don't have someone that can go out for them. So if you live in Tracy and you know of someone that needs something, please contact my husband and myself. Just contact me and I will tell him and he will go get whatever it is they need. Okay. Here is my address. I think I have 2 new customers. I don't know if they'll be watching tonight or not. They just got their catalogs. I do see there's quite a few people on here and I don't know all the names. But I just wanted to give my my addresses and the hostess code. Hi, Rose. I just want to give my hostess code for the month in case you need that. Hi, Debbie. Okay, and everybody knows that I love it when you sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how I grow. All right, so I told myself as I just start to get ready, whoever commented right when I'm starting to get ready, which is now, is going to get my card from last week. So that is this card here. And the person that the last comment I just got right now is Jenny Miller. So Jenny, I need your address and I will be sending you my little bug here, my little ladybug card with the buffalo check. So just private message me, or if you're comfortable putting it right on here, then you can just send me your address and I will mail that out to you. Just wanted to remind you about the coordination product release. I'm going to talk a little bit again about the Ornate Garden Suite. For those of you who didn't catch my live yesterday, it was not announced, it was unannounced, and I just came on and showed a few things. Oh, we got hearts. That means we like this suite. I know I do. I've been playing with it quite a bit, and I intend to play with it a lot more, but you can see here when you can order from it. And this is an early release. What that means, it's going to be in the new catalog when that comes out. This will all be in the new catalog, so if you can't get it now, you can get it later. But if you want it now and you can do that, then just let me know and I can get that for you on April 1st. I already have a list started of people that want it. So just tell me what you want from that. And when I get you your orders that you've just placed with me, I'll put in a little brochure, so you can see the things up close and know what you can pick from. I'm going to play a little bit again with Celebration. It's almost out. Celebration ends at the end of this month, which I think you all know. You got your card, Lindell? Good. And yes, I am using a stamp set from this mini catalog. So if you have your catalogs with you, and then of course we always use things out of the annual. That's where most of our items are. So those are the 3 catalogs. Alrighty. The name of this project is called the Pop-Up Panel Card. I'm going to show you the card right now. It's a pretty special, cute little fold like this. And then it pops up like this. And it stands up like that. So that's what I'm going to make for you tonight. And this paper is from the Ornate Garden Designer Series paper. We'll send it when I'm finished, Jenny. Perfect. Let's see what I used. So I used 12 by 12 cardstock, Whisper White. For this design, you will need 12 by 12, and it's on page 169 of the annual catalog. Oh, you like it? Good. Thank you. I also will mail this. This fits in a regular envelope, the white envelope. It fits right in the middle like this. And as you see, I decorated the envelope too with the DSP. The size of DSP you need to put on any of our medium white envelopes is 2.5 by 6. So if you cut a piece of DSP 2.5 by 6, put some glue on your flap, on the front of your flap, then put your DSP down and then cut around with your scissors. You'll have a beautiful flap to match your card. Okay? So I use the medium white envelopes, page 168. To stamp, I used Memento Black, not really on the card, but I did use it here, and I'll explain that in a little bit. The Memento Black ink is on page 180, but for the rest of the items, I used Basic Gray. And I know it's kind of early, but a lot of you always ask me, I need a graduation card, So I thought I would start now by giving you some ideas that are cute. And this is very feminine, but I'm going to show you how you can change it up to be masculine. Hi, Nancy. Okay, I use the Well Dressed stamp set, and that is an item that you can earn free with a $50 order. A lot of you liked what I've been doing with this set, so you place an order, and ordered this as your free set. On this card, I used the little watch here. And then I also used the stamp set Witticisms. It's in the mini catalog, and it's on page 37. And I used Wow, How Time Flies. I used the little hat for graduation, and you did it. And that's it from the set. Okay. I used a basic black marker. And I'll show you what I use that for. Okay. You have to go to, you scoot, we have a message from the governor. Okay. And this, I love that the black markers are sold singly, so you can find them on page 163. I purchased 2 of them just so I have, I don't run out. I find I do use a black marker quite a bit. Liquid glue on page 183, and the paper trimmer, which is in the mini catalog on page 45. Okay. Those are where you can find all the items I used. Now, before I get started, hi Maria. I must tell you that I announced yesterday an unscheduled live that I was trying to hit a goal. I've got a couple of goals, but the one I was trying to hit right now, thanks to my wonderful, wonderful downline and my customers, I've hit my goal. My goal was to get the sales I needed to promote to platinum. Platinum is the second to the highest level you can be in the company. I wanted to meet that on my anniversary if I could. I did go over by some hours because I extended my no shipping and handling tax-free workshop that I put out to get some extra orders to help me get there to today. So today I got more orders and I closed that out about 1 o'clock this afternoon. Everything's been ordered and taken care of, and I have met my sales goals. Now I needed 2 more recruits. I happen to have already got 3, so that's taken care of. Thank you for those that signed up. And then I need one of my downline to promote, and she is doing that. She has a recruit. Her recruit is signing up this week. So I can't tell you that I've completely hit my goal. The one thing that's left is going to happen, but I'm a type of person that doesn't want to count my chickens before they hatch. The gal is this week's is going to do that, but you never know what happens. So hopefully that'll happen, and I'll reach the platinum level this week. Also, my 25-year celebration is kind of crazy, so I'm really excited about both those things. But I could not do any of it, without all you guys. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so let's get back to stamping. Here is what you need as far as sizes of cardstock. I mentioned you need a 12 by 12. I happen to be using Whisper White. And when I have a number in parentheses like this, number 1, that means you need 1 of these sizes. So this is 4 by 11 1/4. So our other cardstock is 8 1/2 by 11. So you need the 12 by 12 cut down to 11 1/4 to make this card. Okay. Then let me kind of show you with the card here. So then there's a layer piece here, and that piece you need 1 at 3 3/4 by 3 1/2. Okay, that's that piece there. Then you need 2 1 3/4 by 1 1/2 little white Whisper White squares that goes here. Then for the designer series paper, you need 4 1 1/2 by 3/4. 1 2 3 4. Those go here. And then DSP long panels, this one and this one, you need 2 at 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. Okay. So I'm going to try to go slow. It's not hard, but I want you to be able to follow along, and please ask me questions. Oh, you know what I forgot to say? This set here, I wanted to say that. I wanted to give her some credit here, where credit's due. The Witticisms, do you see this little gold $1 million sales mark here? That means that one of our demonstrators has sold $1 million. This was a while back that she did it. And so she got to draw up, this stamp set was her idea. It was her vision. So Stampin' Up made a stamp set. She sat down with the designers and the people at Stampin' Up, and they made this set. And I happen to know her, Lisa Fast. She is the gal who taught me how to do my garage sales. I met her in Florida at Disney World on an incentive trip. Oh gosh, I don't even know how many years ago that was. But we were all swimming in the late afternoon at Disney World, and we were in the pool, and we started talking about business, and she's the one that told me how to run a garage sale, and boy, was she right, and no wonder she sells $1 million worth of products. She's awesome. But I wanted to tell you her name. Her name is Lisa Fast. Okay, so back to the card. You do need your trimmer. I don't know if I said that. The trimmer is on page 45 of the annual catalog. And we're going to put it in the trimmer, and we're going to start by scoring. We're going to put your paper in the trimmer. And we're going to score on the long side, the 11 1/4 side. We're going to score at 3 3/4. So I'm putting the edge right here at 3 3/4. And I'm going to score. Okay, now I'm going to open up the arm of my tool, and people have asked me, why does this say half off? Well, they know why it says Bev, because it's mine. It says half off because I had at one time, not too long ago, I had a 450, I forget what it is, to earn a half off item. So I mark my things so I know that what I paid for them or if I got it free or whatever. So that's why it says half off item. I got it for half off. Okay, now we're going to slip this down. I scored it at 3 3/4. Now I'm going to slip it down to 7 1/2. So I'm going to get that in camera here, 7 1/2. Okay, and I'm going to score this again. Okay, now I'm going to pull it back, and I'm going to mark it, stop the paper at 2. And you have to make sure that your paper is up against this ledge here, so it doesn't go past that ledge, so it stays straight. And the edge is right on the 2, right here, right on the 2. Okay, so here's what I want to teach you. You know I love these remarks that you guys give me. These, you guys say you learn a lot from me, or you love to watch because you love what you learn, or something to do with learning. And that is my goal. That is why I'm a demonstrator. So I am so glad that I'm able to teach you things, because a lot of you are demonstrators and you already know a lot. So if I can help your life be a little easier, yippee. All right, so now my scoring blade is all the way at the top. And see here how it has a 1-inch mark on the arm. And I'm going to turn this sideways just so you can see. On the scoring blade, there is a line right down the middle. See this line? Okay, so that's what you're going to pay attention to. I'm going to take my scoring blade, and this is my trick. When I have to score short of the whole paper, so in this case, I am at the 2-inch mark, and I am going to score down to 1 inch only. I'm not going to score the whole paper. I'm going to stop at 1 inch. So I have to line up this line I just showed you right at the 1-inch mark. But sometimes when we're doing that, even though we're being careful, we slip and we go a little further than we needed to. So what I do, this is a groove right here. This is kind of like a little valley right here. I stick my finger right at the 1/4 mark after where I want to stop. And when I have it here, I can guarantee that this is not going to go past the 1. Let me show you. So I'm going to go slow though, and I'm going to pull down, and as I approach the 1, I'm hitting my finger. I'm just short of the 1 though, see? I'm not quite there. So now I'm pushing towards my finger and allowing my finger to go back just a little bit, and I'm stopping, and then I'm going back up full force. And that ensures that I have a 1-inch score line right there and nothing larger because I didn't slip down. I may be a demo, but I can't read it all because the thing is in the way, but I'll read it later. Okay, so that's 1 inch. I was at 2 inches in length, width here, and then I went 1 inch down. Now I'm going to slide it over to 5.5. So the edge is at 5.5. Same thing. I'm going to put my finger in the little valley here, right about 1.25, and I'm going to press down, and I'm going to slowly bring the scoring blade down to the 1 inch mark there, and then push it back. Okay, so now I have 2 1-inch score lines there. Now I need to do the same thing down here. To do that, I flip it over. Okay, so we'll do the same thing again. 2-inch mark. Close my tool. Now see what I'm trying to do? See the 1 inch right here? This score line here? I've got to make one up here too. So I close it and you hear the click. I place my finger in the valley. I push down on my scoring blade and I stop right at the 1 inch right there. And then I go back full force. When I mean back full force, I'm pressing lightly coming down and slowly, and then I press a little heavier going back up because I know that I can't go too far going back up. Does that make sense? Okay, slide down to 5.5. I always check. See my other score lines right there. Okay, put my finger in the little valley here. Press down lightly, and my goal is to get that little line right at the 1 inch mark. Then give it full force back. All right, so now I have my 4 1-inch score lines. So now what I have to do, which is scary for some people, is cut a line from here to here. Okay, let me show you so you can see what I'm saying. So here's my 1 inch line, 1 inch line, 1 inch line, 1 inch line. Now I need to cut these slits. Okay, so what you do is you go to the 4. This is 4 inches here. You go to the 4-inch side. You make sure it's up against the ledge, and you come to 1. You come to the 1 inch on your trimmer. And why do you go to the 1 inch? Because this was 1 inch long, so we want to cut at 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is get my scoring blade out of the way now because I'm cutting. So right here, I'm going to clip that shut. Right here, you can see my little score line. See that? And you can see that my nail polish chipped too. All right, so I don't press. I kind of hold this up. Hi, Eva. Kind of hold this up till I get to the 2 inch mark. Don't want to go past it. And then I push down, and I am going to come up here to the other score line, this 5.5 mark. So I'm going to put my finger in the groove again, down here, just like I just taught you. But I have to hold, well, let me see if I can do it at an angle so you can see. So 5.5 is where I need to stop. So I'm going to put my finger just a little bit below that, maybe 5 3/4, and press down and slowly come down to the 5.5. And when it touches my finger, I'm real close, and then I can control where I cut. Then I come back halfway and lift. And I've got a cut from 1 inch to that 1 inch. Perfect. Flip it over and do the same thing. Okay, so think in your mind. Up against the ledge, so nothing is crooked. The end on 1 inch, up against the ledge, drop Well, I don't want to drop this and start cutting, so be careful. Okay, so I'm going to come down and I'm going to see my little score line right there again. Okay, I'm going to lift the blade so it doesn't start cutting until I have the line on the 2. Then I'm going to put my finger in the valley at 5 3/4 because I need to go down to 5 1/2. You can see your other score line right there. That tells you it's right on 5 1/2. And I'm going to press and pull till it hits my finger, and then I'm going to let both of my hands guide it to 5 1/2 and stop. Go halfway up, and I've got my cuts. Okay, is that easy? Does that sound easy to you guys? Is that something that you think you can do? If you're scared to do that, all you need to do is practice on some scrap paper. Get one of your grid papers. They're way bigger than 11 1/4. Cut it down to 4 and 11 1/4 and practice on your scrap paper. And then once you've got that down, you'll be comfortable, and then you can go to your cardstock. Okay, so now we need to take these center ones. These are the 3 3/4 when we started, and we need to make them a valley. We need to make this inside part a mountain, valley, mountain, and then we're going to make this one, fold that over, and fold this back. Let me see. Okay. Fold this one over. Sorry. Make this one a mountain. Make this one a mountain. Got you a little confused there for a minute, and make that one a mountain. And there you go. Okay. So, mountain, 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 valley, valley. Okay? Okay. So, on this card, the original, I used the floral paper, and I made the little graduation hat match the paper. How did I do that? That's called paper piecing. And what I did, I'm not going to do it for this card because remember I said I'm going to make this one more of a man's card. Can you see that? I stamped the graduation hat in black and then cut it out. I put a little bit of glue on the cardstock and stuck it down. And then I said, you need a black marker. The tassel and the strand were gray because I stamped everything in gray. So I took the fine point of my black marker and filled in the tassel. That's what you need the black marker for. Everything else is stamped in gray. Okay, so this one, it's the same paper, but I'm going to flip it over. Okay, and this way you could use it for a young man. All right, so let me put some glue on this one. I brought up a new glue because I remembered last week I was saying, I think I'm getting low on glue here. So I brought one up, but I'm going to keep using this one till it's gone. Okay. And you just line them up in the panels they fit. And I will have all this on my blog tomorrow, so you can see the measurements again. I know I gave them to you, and you can go back on the replay too. So glue on all 4 of these, and I'm gonna put some on all 4 of them and let them set up. And then bring them over to the card. So you can use any designer series paper. You can use any color 12 by 12 cardstock. And you can use any stamp set for any occasion. And this will be a fun new fold for you to make. I hope you like the way I taught you to use the paper trimmer. so it's not so scary for you when you're trying to get these cut lines like this in the middle of cardstock. Okay, so now getting my 2 squares. And I use the watch and the basic gray ink. And on the card that I made, let me see, that goes this way, checking I have it in the right direction. On the card I made earlier today, yes, for the first time ever, I made my card today. I always have them ready in advance, but today I just didn't. I really honestly don't know why. And then I'm going to use the graduation hat on this one. But anyway, on the other one, I colored in the watch and things with pink because it was it's for a girl. Testing my stamp to make sure I had it straight. So that's what I was doing here. Okay, tap, 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 and then set it down on your card. Push, let it soak in, and lift. Okay. Then I'm going to put my liquid glue. Now, this is a card. I haven't made a card in, I don't know how long, eons, that didn't have any dimensionals or mini glue dots or ribbon, and I'm all about the ribbon. You guys know that. So this one goes here. And this one goes here. Okay. And then my square, where did my square go? There it is. I'm going to stamp time, how time flies. Oh, it says, wow, that went by fast. Now, did you catch her what's it called? Witticism? Fast, that's her last name. And the watch, and it's flying. And I thought that because it had a watch and it talked about time, that the well-dressed stamp set was perfect. And I'm going to put it up a little bit higher on the card because give you some room to write your message. And because it's gray, it coordinates with this beautiful designer series paper. The designer series paper has a embossed gold in it. It's a pretty, it looks like mint macaron, but I'm not sure of the color. I didn't read the back package yet. But on the back package, it talks about a new color we have. So I believe one of the new in colors will be called Bumblebee. So I'm thinking that's going to be a type of a yellow. Okay, so there's your card. And I love how the little clocks and the watch just show when you've got it folded up on this one. So I didn't bring an envelope to line, but you would line it the same way, like I did for this one. Just use the back side of the paper, and I gave you that measurement 2.5 by 6 already. Okay, how did you guys like that? Do you like that fold? Is that going to be something you'll have fun playing with? So here's the 2 stamp sets. This one's free celebration with a $50 order, and this one's in the mini catalog. Okay, so yesterday on my live, I showed you a card that Debbie McGinney, one of my downline, had made. I made this one, but it was her design. We had a share, and so that's with the well-dressed set. I showed you a holder that I made with the new dies that are coming in the new ornate, garden ornate suite. I showed you this card here that also was made with the same dies from the same suite that's available April 1st. And I had some, okay, I put this on the demonstrators planning place that you can only go there if you're a demonstrator. Hi, Karen, Craycraft, and Nancy. I'm not Nancy. Nancy's on already too, though. I mean Linda. Anyway, I got a lot of questions. I got over 1,100 hits on this one. People are loving this. I think it's the bright colors. I don't know. But anyway, they asked me how I got this to cut out and stay on the card because they were cutting it out and it's falling off the card. It was cutting off the card. So, I wanted to share with that one. If you cut a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of layer cardstock and you lay this die on the right hand side and run it through your Big Shot, this is what it's going to do. If you lay it on this side, it's going to cut off the paper completely. That makes sense? So I'm thinking I need to do a live showing you how to use these dies and what they do and my little tricks I've found out with them already. I made this card on my live yesterday, and people are loving this one too. This one's got about 800 hits so far, so it's lagging behind this one. But I thought it was so cute to turn the well-dressed set into a feminine card. So I hope you, and this is the same designer series paper. So here are those dies. My, oh my, oh my. They're called, well, it's one set of dies. There's 2 stamp sets and 2 sets of dies in the Ornate Garden Suite. You don't have to get them all. You could break it up. You can one or the other, one and not the other, whatever. But these are the Ornate Border dies. And you'll see they still have red cardstock in them because I haven't cleaned them out yet. I thought I better show you what they can do and how gorgeous they are. So let's go to this one. Here's the rose trim. I call it border. Border's a better word. So there's the border. See that? How pretty that is? Oh my gosh. Let me see. Just a white. Here's white. Look at that. How pretty that is. I just love it. And I don't want you to forget, use these as stencils too with your daubers and ink. Okay, so that's that one. And then here's another one with just same thing. I just did a wider border on it, so you can cut the border thin or wide, whatever you want to do. Then this one, let's see. Yeah, this one, this die here is this one. It cuts it completely out of your paper, so the whole thing comes out. Look how pretty that is. Okay, then this one is the one I showed you that makes this here. Okay. This, I haven't played with it yet. This one is still stuck to the, you can tell I haven't used it yet. I believe it cuts this all the way out. Yeah, I think right there. It cuts this one all the way out. I have to play with that one. I don't know what that one does yet. This one, ruh-roh, I left one out on my Big Shot. I just don't want to lose it. I'm just going to make sure I can show you what I did with it still. So this one cuts this. Isn't that gorgeous? So on top of a card, let me grab some paper. Under a card, I'll cut a strip and make it go diagonal. I mean, all kinds of crazy ways. This is the one that's not in here right now. I must have left it on my Big Shot. But I love it. And then I just did this one, and then I turned it over and did this on the other side, and I said to myself, oh my gosh, I love it with both of them like this. So you can set it on a card and have this at the top and this at the bottom. Isn't that pretty? And then I start saying, look at this. So I'm telling you, it's crazy the things that these dies make. And this is only one set of dies in the suite. So that's April 1st. Like I said, if you place an order with me this weekend, and when I bring your orders to you, I'm going to put the little flyer. Let me grab it, because it's not in any catalogs. I'm going to put the little flyer in there so you can see everything. There's the stamp set. There's the other dies I showed. There's gems. There's ribbon. There's a folder. It's all stunning. So I will put one of those in your bags for you. I didn't see any questions. I would like you to practice this card. Like I said, it's not hard, but I just want you to practice with your cutter, getting precise like that. And then I wanted to ask you a question. Would you guys like to stamp with me online? What I mean by that is I would like go on Facebook, say Thursday, Friday maybe, or maybe even sooner than that. I have to think about how much sooner than my Sunday Night Lives, and tell you, have this. And then you sit at your desk with your computer or your phone or however you watch me with those items, and you make what I'm making. So like today, you would have a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock and your trimmer, and you would cut with me so you could do it right along with me. What do you guys think about that? If you're not sure, you know, just think about it and let me know. If you are sure, throw some hearts and thumbs up right now. You might not have the stamp set I'm using, or, you know, but you could use something else, or just make the fold and try it that way. I think it sounds like fun, especially if we're going to be inside for a while and not being able to go many places. We could, okay, we're getting a few little hearts. All right. So I'll start off easy so we can both get used to it, and I'll go slow when I'm making whatever it is I'm making, so you can go right along with me. And then remember, if I go, you know, past what you are doing, there's a replay, so you can go back. You would like to try it, Julia. Okay. All right. So that's what I've been thinking about. And so well, let's try that. All right. So thank you guys for watching. Everybody stay safe and healthy. Please let me know if there's anything me and my husband can do for you. If you're close vicinity here, or if you know someone that needs help, we want to help. We just don't like thinking that there's somebody that can't get somewhere that needs something. So spread the word, give them my name, give them my number, give them my email, whatever, and we will definitely help. Okay, guys, God bless. Bye-bye.